Welcome back to another November writing vlog. Not NaNoWriMo, but let's jump into it anyway. So today I am starting off my editing book 2 vlog. I'm officially done my Nano. I've hit my word count. I've done what I can in book 3. I'm going back to book 2 now. During my drafting, I'd put like 3 asterisks whenever I was missing a name or missing a place or missing information that I needed to research, or I knew I needed to add a scene, or I knew that a scene needed work. So I'm going in, I'm addressing all of those now. I'm also doing a considerable amount of research on developmental editors, looking for somebody that I want to hire. Part of the thing that really gets to me is how many options there are and the fear of making a wrong decision. And I don't like that option. I'm excited to get into editing again. It's been a little while now, I guess, since I've really been truly in the editing vibe since finishing A Curse and Ash, but it's also been a very long time since I've had a first round of edits. Honing and I was perfecting, but I wasn't like very first draft edits. I don't think it ever becomes like easier. You find things that work for you, you find things that don't work for you, you like hone the process, but it's still the same amount of work every time regardless. So I'm just kind of diving back into it, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's not horrible. I'm using my annotated A Curse and Ash that I tabbed up and broke the spine on, that I did my proofing in, like all the errors that I still found in the print copy that needed to be fixed for like any fact checking that I need to do. It's hard to quantify these changes in these edits and the work that I'm doing, but it needs to get done. It's 8 o'clock. I don't have a ton of time in me because I'm exhausted, but I do have the holiday week and a couple days off, which will be nice, and I'll be able to get some stuff done. Regardless, I would like to pull some advents. Have I done enough work to warrant it? Probably not, but I paid for this and I want to because I'm stressed. It's a lot of decisions. It's a lot of moving parts that I feel like I could be getting wrong, and I don't like the feeling of maybe doing something wrong. So there's that. Drawer 22 has a chunky cigar-shaped thing. This is Balance Me Beauty Sleep Hyaluronic Mist. That is a 99.9% natural. Neck and chest this, I guess. Ugh. Oh! Oh my god! That smells horrific. Oh, truly bad. I mean, if it works, that's great, but ew. 23. Let's get into this thing. It's the Glycolic Capric... What the fuck is this? Sumptuous Glycolic Acid Hand Balm Hand Lotion. Oh god, this stinks. Ugh. It smells like urine. It smells like stale urine. Not the days that I wanted, but the days I got. Sometimes that's just what happens. I'm gonna get back to work, going through my manuscript, fixing what I can fix, flushing out the scenes that I can flush out, and then I'm gonna start a read through, fix the things that I know need fixing for sure, because I originally started this draft thinking that it was gonna just be 2 books, so the beginning of book 2 is pretty rushed until I like finally just came to terms with the fact that it was gonna be 3 books, and I need to like fix a lot of that pacing in the beginning. So I know there's fixes that need to take place. It's just like getting in and fixing them. This is just like a really weird process for me because every other time that I've drafted, I did it with this like mindset that I wanted it to be as clean as possible. And this is the messiest first draft I have ever done because I was fast drafting, which is not how I draft. It's not how I drafted my 2 women's fiction. It's not how I drafted A Curse and Ash the first time. So this is truly like a very new thing for me. I have a feeling it's not going to be as effective because I am not as well adapted at fixing as I am in just getting it right the first time, as right as possible the first time. But this is where we're at. This is what I have to work with. So I'm gonna go work with it. I decided to take some inspiration from Caitlin and make a series Bible because I need to. So I'm going through, and every time a character is introduced, I highlight them, and then I add them to an alphabetized master list of all of my characters. Anybody who gets a name gets added, categorizing them. So I have different color coding within that character sheet for human, witch, Ravdi, and Fae. And then I have another sheet for familiars with the description of like what kind of animal they are, their name, and who they're bonded to. Because I found myself stopping a lot in book 2. A lot of my asterisks were like trying to remember what somebody's name was or who their familiar was or different things like that. And I was like, I just need to have it all straight because I can't keep guessing or going back and trying to find them in the book. So every time I have a description of somebody, I add it. So that's been taking a lot of my night to organize and color code. But I mean, I did make some of like the asterisk edits. I found that a lot of them were about this kind of stuff. So it's easier for me to do this. Also, one of the perks of using the uncorrected proof copy is that if I find errors, well, A, I'm not looking for them, but B, I knew that they were in here. So like, it's better. Instead of looking at a clean one and then being terrified of finding a mistake, which I know I will. I do have to annotate a book, and I'm probably going to do like a couple all at the same time. Have that ready for Bree, who won the annotated copy of the book at the live show talking about the book, which I'm really excited to do, to be quite honest, because I had so many thoughts and so many different processes through writing this book that I think would be fun to share in annotations. I'm going to tab and highlight and underline and write little comments in the book and then send it out to Bree. While I'm going through it, I'm just going to do it like to like 3 different books, and that means I'll give one to Bree, one I'll keep for another giveaway, and one I'm always going to keep as like a master annotated copy. And then if I ever want to do another giveaway, I can just go through that book and like add the annotations to new ones instead of having to do it all over again. I'm trying to think smart, trying to think effective, which is why I'm taking the time to do this story Bible now, because I've never written a series before and it's easy to keep things straight for like a standalone. But when you're trying to go through 3 books and you might not see a character again for a little while, like I feel like I have to get it right. Right? So that's what I'm doing. I have more than earned opening up that Advent today. This is not easy. It is Wednesday at 10:20 in the morning. Kate has this really cool way of organizing her Scrivener documents and her series, which I've never had to organize before, so I didn't really have. She has like the main manuscript, like in Scrivener, that's what they're called, is the manuscript, and then under that she had like all of the story Bible stuff, like brainstorming, anything like that, or like progression of story arc in like the notes section, I guess, or at least that's what I would do. And then she had like book 1, book 2, book 3 in different folders, and then within those folders had the entirety of the book. And there have been certain situations where I've been in book 2 or even in book 3 and wanted to go back to book 1 and look at something, and I have to open a whole other Scrivener document or a Word document or something like that, or go back into the book. It would be a lot easier if that was just in my Scrivener doc and had the whole book in one thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try to do that. I don't know how easy it is to move one thing to another in Scrivener, but I'm about to learn because I think I would like to do that. So I'm going to do a little bit of reorganizing today and Story Bible stuff today in the hopes that it's something that helps me in the future going forward. I don't know exactly what I want here, but I want anything that could potentially not be consistent through the rest of the series. Like anything that's going to continue through the rest, I want to make sure I have as much information in this Bible as possible so that I don't contradict myself later on down the line. Because as I hire developmental editors or people that are going to look at the consistency of information, they may not know book 1 that well. I know it the best. So I need to be better about like organizing all of this. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. It feels a little bit like procrastination, I'm not going to lie. But I know that's only because I'm not actually like working towards an editing goal. But this has to happen. It does, right? It does. It does. It's been a minute. Apparently editing vlogs are not as fun as nano vlogs. I apologize for that. I really do. But here's the deal. I have been doing a lot. I got done my series Bible, which is, I think I've explained to you, but it's just like a list of all my characters, all my places, all of my words, everything that I need going forward. I also created one Scrivener document. So it's one new Scrivener document for the whole series, and then each book is in there in its own folder, so I can like easily compartmentalize and close it and only work on the book that I'm working on right now. And then I also have all of my notes. So any of my brainstorming from books 1, 2, 3, my phase structure, like everything that I need for any of the books is in one place, which is very convenient, and I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. So I have all of that set aside, ready to go. Today is Friday. It's about 3 o'clock, just shy of 3 o'clock, and I have been working on that pretty consistently. Also have been working on my book. I am tabbing and annotating my book for my giveaway. So this is the version that will go out to Bree, who won my giveaway. So not almost done, but I'm close. I'm getting there. And I don't have a tab for like every time that I annotate or make a note, but I am making a lot. So I'm doing hers, and then I'm going to take the notes from hers and put them into a couple other books as well, so that I have a couple that are done and I don't need to like go through and like figure out what I want to say or what I want to annotate for each subsequent one. Like they'll all kind of be the same. So I'm going to do hers first, and then I'll go and put them into the other books as well. But I also have something fun coming from my shelves for the holidays. I've just been looking for something that's like a different kind of light, and I did get the lights for like back behind my shelves. I hate that color. I like the warm color. But here's the thing, like the LEDs kind of like blink a little bit on camera. Hate that for me, but this warm light at least looks like it's like a flickering flame. It's fine. What I did was I got like a 6 feet curtain light that like will hang from the top all the way down to the floor. And I think that they're spread apart enough, like the strands, that I can still get to my books pretty easily. But I think they'll be fun for like the holidays, because I have been looking like this with my lights off. It's not enough to light my room or to read by or just like veg in my bed. And my only light that I have is the overhead, and the switch for that is over by my door. They did just come, so I'm going to put those up and then hopefully have them tonight for Jessica's sprints. We're going to be on Jess's channel, Amber and myself, to sprint with her tonight, Friday at 8 p.m. And then I have my 11 a.m. sprints tomorrow. I still have my 8 p.m. sprints on Sunday, so I will be diving into edits soon. I'm going to finish this annotation on this book. I still have 5 hours before I'm sprinting with Jess, so I'll be able to finish that. Probably also finish putting that into the other 2 books that I want to do, and then start working on my edits before I get on the sprints, so that I can like know what I'm doing when it comes time to sit down and actually work with her, which will be really, really nice. I have not pulled my Advent, and I have been doing significant amounts of work. Even yesterday on Thanksgiving, I came home and I got work done. So I feel like I can open them. So that's what I'm going to do. Was the last one that I did 21? Yeah, 21 is empty. Oh, it's just 24 and 25. Today is the 26th. But guess what? It's an advent calendar. It only goes to 24, 25. So we're going to open the last 2. I keep forgetting that it's not December, and I'm opening this in November. So let's see what we got for 24. 24 is the, so much paper. 24 is the LMS. This is the Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Wash, an anti-aging cleanser. I mean, it's a fine sample. It's an ounce. It's, you know, that's fine. 25, Christmas Day. Are we ready? It's one thing. And it is a clean and green detox mask. I have the lotion from this company still from last year. And I like it. It's a lot more jelly-ish than I thought it would be. This is like an extreme clay mask. Like that's very thick. And I know this is not cheap. So this is put generously over face, neck, relax for 10 minutes before rinsing away with warm water. I feel like last year we got like Natasha Denona, like blush and highlighter. We got a lot of skincare and serums. This year I feel like we got a lot of hair stuff. We got some skin. They're not bad. They're like spread apart enough that I can very easily still get into all of my books. But with the backlit shelves, I think it looks good. Look how pretty she looks there. I'm going to go back and try to finish annotating the rest of the book so that I can move on to doing the others. But I have like lots of messages and little like highlights and annotations, and I'm really excited to get this out. The book means a lot to me, and being able to put some of like the scenes that I really enjoyed writing or that still make me laugh or that were hard to write or how it changed from the first draft to this draft has been really cool to be able to do. I just got the coolest text message from Melanie from Unplugged Book Box that, well, today's the 26th of November, and she said within the next hour or two, the adult December box for her will sell out. They don't have very many left, which means that she is drafting up the announcement email that my book will be in January's box, because she's going to have to start promoting that A Curse and Ashes in the box, because that'll be the next one that's available for sale. December has already sold out, and it's not even the 1st of December yet. She and I both anticipate that January's box, my box, will sell out very quickly. I don't think either of us would be very surprised if by the second week of December it was sold out. The adult fiction box has been selling out really quickly. I've been trying to like caution everybody that if you really want the exclusive edition, the 3-month subscription is probably the safest bet for you. At this point, if you didn't want to buy in for the 3-month subscription, now would be the time to go get the one-off box, because I don't think they're going to be available too long. So this is just your cautionary tale. By the time this comes out, it'll be December. I hope they're still available. The really cool thing is that it is an exclusive cover. However, it's also an exclusive edition, period. It is a different kind of paper. I originally wanted to go with something called groundwood, which is this really cool, like pulpy, floppy kind of paper that I thought would give my paperback more of that like authentic, kind of aged, really like pleasant textile feel to it. My publisher didn't have any experience with it. I didn't have any experience with it. And I didn't want to take a risk on the entirety of like the lifetime of my book being on a paper I wasn't sure about. But because Unplugged is a smaller number, I did take a risk and try that particular paper that I really, really, really wanted for my book for this one, because I was like, it's an exclusive box and it's an exclusive edition anyway. I might as well see if I like this paper. And spoiler alert, I love it. I love the paper so much. It gives the book the feel that I want it to have. Will 1000% be the kind of paper that the rest of my series is in, because it gives the book the feel that I really want my book to have and that I was hoping for. And if you watch my vlogs, you know that I really wanted that like floppy paperback that kind of like stays open and like an aged paper kind of a feel. Like I wanted a reading experience with A Curse and Ash. This particular edition allows me to do that, and I am so overjoyed. I'm so excited for it. I don't know, and Melanie's been really good about not spoiling me on anything, so I don't know the different things that are going to be included in my box. I have no clue what's going to be in there until I unbox it here on my channel, and she really wants it to be like a surprise for me and something that's fun for me. So I'm really excited, and I don't know what's in there, but I always love the things that she puts in there, so I'm not very worried about it at all. I did get some early sketches for my character artwork as well that I got for a commission for that charity, and the early sketches are definitely a direction that I love for my characters, so I'm excited to see where she goes from there, where Holly goes from there with the artwork. And as soon as I have that, I'll definitely share it and link her and she's been like really, really great to work with. I feel like things are going really, really well. I'm really excited. Can't believe that we're like creeping up on the time where this exclusive edition is going to be available, and I'll get to like put it back here with my other one. Like, oh, she's all covered up by my little birdie, but like I have the exclusive book. It's up on my shelves. It's hiding away, and I can't wait to be able to share it with you guys because it really is. It's really nice, and I really, really like it. That is all for right now. I just wanted to update you because I kind of got this like really giddy feeling. Like a lot of Unplugged has been waiting because it is further out from my release, and I think that's going to be a really great time to allow my book to have like a second life and a second push, and to have it in the hands of people that I couldn't have reached on my own. And it's such a fantastic opportunity, and Melanie has been phenomenal to work with. And I love seeing her adult box sell out the way that it has been. It's just been really, really growing. And I love that for her and for the company. So if you're interested, this is my, one of my last reminders. Now would be the time to go grab it. I swore I was going to be better about updates. That didn't work well, did it? Saturday, my sprints went really, really well. I got done a solid chunk of editing, fleshed out a whole bunch of scenes that I left myself notes for. So that went really, really well. I don't really have any complaints about how my editing has been going. I filmed this morning a whole bunch of Writer's Hive videos with Caitlin and Amber, and now I'm finishing the annotations of the book. I'm excited to get back into the book. Sorry, I pulled like a muscle over here. I didn't work last night. I went to a birthday party, got home early enough to work, but just took the night off. Really spending time to think about book 2 and how I want to go forward with it and how I want to publish it. And I've been kind of waffling back and forth about a couple different things because not 100% sure right now that I want to go a self-publishing route. I thought it was like this really great option, and it is a really great option. You feel like you can handle that process, and I don't know that I can. I have priced out editing for developmental editors, copy editors, proof editors. I've priced out cover designers, and at the end of the day I get a better support and I get better pricing with Atmosphere. And I think I got really hung up on the things that I felt like didn't go right with Atmosphere, but in the long run they did their job. When mistakes happen, they were genuine mistakes. They were not malicious. I know the editors, they know book 1. They'll be able to help me with developmental throughout to make sure that there's continuous flow and character growth, because they know book 1. The internal formatting is really, really important to me, and I would not be able to recreate on my own the images, the drop caps, the font, the text messaging layout would not be able to continue, because formatting wise I would not be able to do that on my own. And the only way that would happen is if I paid somebody to do that, and that's another added cost. And I just feel like at this point, for me to be able to stay creative and write and not be bogged down with the business side of things, marketing is already a lot for me. I don't think I can do it. So I'm going to touch base with them as soon as I feel like I have something that I can work with them. And they were already more than happy to work with me on book 2 and 3. It was more me thinking like, hey, maybe this is something that I could handle on my own. And the more that I think about it, the more I realize that it would severely detract from me being able to be creative and write the books and do the part of it that I really enjoy doing. I don't want it on my plate. I don't think I can handle it on my plate. So there is a part of me that's really glad that I get to stay with the same cover designer. I get to have the same spines. Like, my books will look uniform on a shelf, and I just think that that's the way that I'm going to go. I've built a relationship with them now. They know me. They know how I want to go forward. They know what I hope for my books. And I feel like any kinks that we had in communication have been worked out, and now it really should just be smooth sailing. So, plot twist, I think I'm reverting back to working with Atmosphere again, because I just don't want to do all of that. The process of looking for editors, the stress of maybe hiring the wrong person, of wasting money, the cost was racking up and racking up and racking up. I can't handle it right now. So, plot twist. I'm going to get back to editing. Hello, my friends. It's Wednesday night. This vlog has to go up tomorrow, and I never closed it out. So here we are. I have officially decided to go back with Atmosphere. I'm officially inside of my book 2 edits. Story Bible is done. Annotations are still in the process because life happened. And I'm going to move forward with edits. You will probably be getting editing updates from me, although probably not getting editing vlogs anymore. But I wanted to at least close out the month with 4 vlogs for like the nano time period. And things are going. Things are happening. I feel good about my decisions, and I feel good about the edits, and I feel good moving forward. Hopefully I can just maintain momentum, because it's a lot different editing than it is drafting. And I'm finding that I don't have the same like motivation and drive. Granted, a lot of life things are happening that are keeping me from feeling incredibly motivated. So thank you for being interested in the journey. That's going to be it for this one. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, stick around for a while, join me on my Sunday sprints. They'll see you then. That's it. That's all I got for you.